Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert Byrne speaking to you from the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, July 23rd, 2001. I'm speaking on behalf of ACCUSTATS Video Productions. We're about to watch a crucial semifinal match between two of the greatest players in the world. There they are, TORBJORN Blomdahl, many times world champion and considered by many to be the best three-cushion specialist in history. His opponent is the many-time champion of Italy and one of the most dangerous players in the world, Mr. Marco Zanetti. In the booth helping me with this match is the amazing Michael Shamos. Welcome to the booth, Mike.
Thanks, Bob. I recall the last time we did this was exactly 2 years ago, right here at the same event, the BWA Las Vegas tournament. It's good to be back.
This should be a heck of a match because they're both playing very, very well. And they have rather different styles, I would say. I think Zanetti's a little more interested in defense.
Yes, at this point in the tournament, Zanetti has a much lower average than Blomdahl. Blomdahl's averaging 2.102 so far for the tournament, and Zanetti's down at 1.358. But there's not a single player in the field that would ever count Zanetti out. He's an extremely dangerous player. And there's a perfect break shot, for example.
That's absolutely perfect. That's textbook perfect. Drive the red ball 3 rails to about that position and bump the other fellow's cue ball into the corner where it's a pretty big ball. Again, he's driving the red ball 3 rails over to that same long rail. If he's lucky, he'll have another good shot.
He
but
was
it's a little different.
Unfortunate in kicking the white away to the other side of the table, but it almost got to the other corner. The play in the finals of this tournament has been extremely high caliber. The all-time record average for the total field for a BWA tournament is a little over 1.4. The entire field here is averaging 1.305. So it's very close to an all-time record.
Mr. Zanetti is using a cue made by Longoni in Italy. It's the Leonardo model, but it has Zanetti's name on it, and he designed it, and he feels it's the first cue that really has been designed by a player for a 3-cushion. Well, he's off to a good start.
Zanetti is actually a noticeably slower player than many of his opponents. There have been several times in this tournament when he got into time trouble. And the reason for that is that they're using an unusual kind of time clock here, in which each player starts out with a budget of 150 seconds.
That's kind of in the bank for protection.
Exactly. It's like a bank account. And then every time he starts an inning, he has an additional 30 seconds added to the time clock, but only up to a maximum of 240 seconds. So no matter how fast he plays, he can never get more than 4 minutes on the clock. There were several times when Zanetti has gotten down to under 50 seconds.
Really?
Yes. Whereas when Sagener was playing, he was almost always at 240 because he would take much less than 30 seconds.
Zanetti told me about 6 months ago by email that he was changing his style and he's going to play faster.
Well, maybe he was slightly faster. It's sad what happened there. If he'd made the point, he would have had the good setup that Blomdahl had.
Yeah. Well, this isn't so easy. I'm glad I don't have this shot. He doesn't seem to think it's hard. Guess he's going to come in short off that upper right corner. No.
It's pretty short. It's about the extreme of shortness. Maybe a little draw will help. The tables have been playing perfectly. That might have something to do with the 60mm slate.
Yeah, the slate on these tables is about as thick as a billiard ball. Oh, he's backing up. I guess that's what he was doing. 3-1 Zanetti.
Zanetti has a high run of 8 so far in this tournament. Blomdahl has the tournament high run with 14.
The young Turkish player also has a 14. Tazdemir.
Yes. And
very impressive young Turk.
Of course, in this tournament, the maximum run you could have is 15 because of the set format.
They're playing 15-point sets, 3 out of 5 wins.
Yes, and no tie is possible because we are not playing equal innings. So whoever gets to 15 first is the winner of that.
Is this twice around?
Winner of that set.
Oh,
no, that's a time shot.
That's a big scratch.
Yeah, Zanetti apologizes, but not very hard.
Look at that spin. About a year ago, Zanetti won 2 tournaments in a row with a grand average of over 2. I'm not sure anybody's ever done that.
He can do it.
Pretty sure he'll make this one.
Blomdahl has...
Oops. He's worried about... he's thinking of this, but there's a kiss.
Blomdahl has played far fewer innings than anyone else in this tournament. That's how well he's been playing. I think he has a total of 78 innings.
Okay,
and,
here's a shot. I'm almost sure he will play this shot.
Play soft to avoid the kiss from the yellow on the way back.
The yellow won't be anywhere near there, I don't think. Perfectly done, right in the exact center of the red ball. Here's another chance where maybe he could follow straight through and double. No, he's going around. Boy, it's hard to miss that first kiss. Yeah, he did it. Now it's 4-4. I guess he's coming just... Oh, he's going to go in short, would you say?
Yes.
Probably with good speed. Yeah. He missed. Zanetti has a choice here of... I'm pretty sure he'll go off the white, but you can either go thin and try to miss the kiss by driving it this way, or hit this ball full with less English and still make it. Oh, he's going off the red. That shows you what I know.
Well, surprising choice, because at least the red's near a rail and the white is just sitting out in nowhere.
I didn't see how he could get it that short. He should have looked up at the big screen. Look at the expression, Zanetti's face. Do you remember the cue Zanetti used to use? It was very strange. It was sort of a thing where you twisted and it would elongate.
Well, I think that was the Italian build-top cue. It was made of metal. And the joint, it was a quarter turn. That's all.
I
Put
see.
the two interlocking pieces together. I have one, actually. It was a gift from its creator.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. I see a run coming on.
Well, the tell with Blomdahl is he gets a slight smile on his face when he knows he's about to make the next point. See it there?
He's looking at them both.
Well, that would be honest caution, but he's confident of this.
See, on this one, you could hit the yellow thin with a lot of left, or you can hit the yellow full with not so much spin. It depends on where you want that yellow to
Yeah, I'm
end up.
thinking he's going to dump the yellow back into the corner to his right.
Let's see. No, that's
The other corner.
I think he missed it. Yeah,
He did.
that's. I suppose he was double banking the yellow into that corner is what his plan was. Left him pretty tough. Zanetti is an absolute prince of a fellow. He likes to read philosophy, and he lives in Bolzano, Italy, and has a little cabin up in the mountains. And he goes up there and meditates and reads serious books. I guess he wants to hit the rail before the white ball. Oh, that was close.
Oh, sellout too. Look.
Yep. Blomdahl's leading 5-4, 4 innings. There's only 4 players left in the tournament. These two and Dick Jaspers of Holland and Tony Carlson of Denmark.
Yes, the semifinals are being played separately instead of having them simultaneous on 2 tables. We played at different times, and ACCUSTATS will get the second semifinal also later.
Mm-hmm. Can't tell what he's doing here. Can he miss the red?
I think. Oh, yeah.
I see outside the red. Nice shot. Would allow a little curve to the first rail. He could go twice around here or shoot softly and
Hope to pick up the third
Yeah.
rail. Yeah, the tables are fast enough for twice around.
well,
He can even back it out down there.
he
See how
smiles.
fast? Yeah. If he'd been
Yeah,
been
right.
off a little more, he might have made it.
Kind of got lucky on the leave. Looking at 2 frozen balls there. Zanetti might draw on his bank of spare seconds here.
Yeah, interestingly, he's not in time trouble at all in this match. He has 170 seconds left. Now, the way it works with the timer is that as soon as the timer for a player gets down to 0, the scorekeeper calls time, and the player whose clock ran out loses the set. Doesn't matter what the score is at that point.
He could
He
even
can be
leading.
ahead 14 to 0. Still loses the set.
He might be kissing back off the white ball.
He should have gone down there. Did he go down there to check whether it was frozen?
I don't see him do that. Otherwise, I don't know what. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Wow, what a nice hit. That was wonderful. That was not easy from that distance to get the right hit. But he kept the red ball hidden in the corner. It's still a very small ball.
Notice that he moved the white ball from being frozen to the short cushion to now being frozen to the long cushion.
There's a shot I like here is where you play a cross table even though you drive the white into the red because you almost are sure of making the red ball bigger.
Oh, in any case, you'll probably double kiss it and keep it there.
Yeah. That's what he's going to do. Awfully close. On that kiss-back shot, Blomdahl gave him a nice applause. Going to double the long rail.
Yeah, he was about to have to try a shot off-handed, I think. So he.
The nice thing about this is he can go off either ball, so it's really pretty big. He does it as if it's a big natural. He doesn't pay any attention to the difficulty. It was a pretty big shot, really.
They don't seem to be playing spectacularly, but he is averaging 1.6 for this game.
He's a hard guy to beat. I have to go off the left side of the red from his point of view. I think he's a little worried about banking the red up into the scoring area. The trouble is you can see hit the ball thinner with a little English, but then it's harder to get the hit. Looks like he is spinning it with a thin hit. Boy, that was close.
Well, he knew exactly what he was worried about there, and it almost happened.
Mm-hmm. Missed by a hair.
The two gentlemen in formal attire that we just saw there are referees waiting to take over. This first set is under the watchful eye of Odd Vandenbrand, who is a professional BWA referee. The way it's worked here is that Americans have been recruited to assist with refereeing. In order to get to the finals, they had to take a one-day refereeing course and then work the entire preliminary tournament, which lasted 3 days. And those successful candidates are now here refereeing in the finals. So they switch off. After each set, a different referee comes on.
That's good, because the referee has to watch every shot. I think, well, I better let you watch this. I'll give you my idea what he's going to do, and that's this way.
I think he's.
No, he didn't.
I think he's doubling the rail. Refereeing a three-cushion tournament is a very nerve-wracking job. Not only do you have to watch for fouls and other unusual circumstances. But
he is doubling rail.
Keeping a very careful count of the number of cushions in case there's a wild kiss in the middle of the shot. You have to know whether it's scored or not.
Blomdahl only needs 3 points. Nothing Zanetti can do. All he can do is hope he'll get another turn at the table.
Yeah, it looks like he's thinking philosophical thoughts there.
Well, he does get another chance.
The audience here is a cavalcade of top U.S. and foreign players. All the BWA players are required to remain until the end of the tournament, even if they're knocked out in an early round, so they can all be here for the closing ceremony.
Double the rail. It's an interesting choice that he wouldn't go off the red. This is not so good for a 5-railer.
Yeah, tough to come in short enough, you mean, on the red
short
there.
or long.
Up and down is a possibility here. I'm not suggesting he's going to do it, but
yeah, that's.
And either drop in here,
yeah,
or just go directly into the red. The problem is it sends the white ball straight across the table. It causes problems.
Is he playing rail first here, or just into the ball?
Yeah, I don't think.
I guess he's going right into the ball. Yeah. That was a tough situation.
Well, and it was on the cue ball. The first object ball was on the kiss line. I'm actually surprised he took that.
Looks like a Roman god, Mr. Zanetti. I think he's playing 5 rails here. He needs 2. There's going to be a lot of action on the red ball here. I think that's what he's worried about.
Yeah, he has to decide if he can cut it behind the yellow to avoid a kiss, or they just drive it.
Yeah, I think he was thinking of driving.
And he's doing something totally different with it now.
Can he get
It's
that
too risky.
thin enough? Gee whiz, that's awfully thin unless he's going to back up. Oh, no. No problem. Jeez. Now, he could try a kiss back, but I'll bet he's going to go thin off the yellow. It's not what he's looking at, though.
Well, the players I used to play with would do anything to avoid taking their opponent's cue ball off a cushion. I don't think that's much of a
No.
consideration for these people.
They don't think about that, I don't think. They do play some safety, but
Well, he will leave
look
him.
at this. Three cushions first, I think.
Not just cross table.
Oh, he looks like he's going to shoot softly. Oh, wow, that was close. Well, this is a big opportunity for Zanetti. Probably come in short, I would think. Still might get a kiss when the cube. Oh, that's no kiss that way.
Yeah, that was well done. Kept the red out of it completely.
Mhm.
Notice that even though Blomdahl is 1 point away from winning the first set, he's not sitting around smiling because
No.
Zanetti is completely capable of running this out.
He'll have to make a good one here. Looks to me that he has to draw back off the white. I guess he's playing 4 rails. Looks pretty good.
And a nice leave, too.
And he's probably going this way.
Yes, I think the only
But
thing
the
he's...
red ball
yes,
is going to be over here, which is
the only
a
thing
danger zone.
that's what he's worried about, is exactly where to send the red to avoid a kiss. Yeah,
Let's see.
he hit it too thin
Yeah, he
and
was.
came long.
Boy, he had such a huge target there too. It was a foot wide. Zanetti did say that the same shot will look differently when you're playing Blomdahl as instead of a lesser ranked player. He said it just doesn't look the same.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Well,
the
one
first set.
of the reasons for Blomdahl's success is he can pull out almost any kind of shot in any situation, and so you always have to be worried about the leave, no matter what it is. Blomdahl has
Yeah.
a chance at it.
Well, that's the first set for Blomdahl now.
Yes. So the ritual is that the outgoing referee cleans the red ball. The incoming referee, once he gets wired and mic'd, cleans the other two. And so taking over for Fontenbrand will be Steve Ogahara. He's one of the gentlemen who went through the referees course. The uniform for referees is completely prescribed. I happen to be
There we are.
I happen to be wearing the referee's uniform myself, since I'm
Yes.
going to be refereeing the next semifinal.
I feel underdressed here in this situation.
Well, normally you don't have to wear a tuxedo for commentating. But
But this is a class operation.
Oh yes, the BWA provides the blue accoutrement to the tuxedo outfit.
Yeah, all the officials have a blue necktie, handkerchief, and cummerbund.
Exactly, identical coloration. And there's an opening ceremony at which all the referees are introduced, all the players are introduced, and there's a closing ceremony. It's very Olympic-like.
Yeah, do a lot of ceremony. And what's this referee's name for this next set?
Steve Ogahara.
Where's he from?
I think he's from California, but you got me on that one. Even though we've had the opening lag in this competition, the lag unusually is from a set position. The players do not get to touch the balls and put the balls where they like. The referee sets the balls for the lag.
There's another perfect break.
Could the yellow get any bigger than that?
It just couldn't be bigger, and the red ball's in the perfect spot too. Let's see if he drives the red 3 cushions to get it back to the same long rail as the yellow ball is. Yep. That might be very good. On this one, I don't think you play position. If he's going to draw off the red, he has to make sure to make this shot.
Yeah, if the red were a foot closer to the left rail, it would have been better for him.
He hits this low, so he can hit it a little thinner and cut the red out of the way of the kiss. Ticky.
That's a rough ticky.
What's he looking at?
I have a feeling that he would like to run 15.
Oh, I'm sure he
When I was talking to him about his run of 14, there was just a look in his eye like he just missed the opportunity for 15.
It's ticky. Did he ticky that? I couldn't tell.
No. That's the third rail there.
Yep. Well, he's on a run of 4 off the break.
Do you know what his average is off the break? I remember there was a day when Kuhlman's was averaging 3 off the break.
I don't know. I've never calculated that. But when you think he so often averages 2, looking at the other guy's safety, and average 2 for a whole tournament, you wonder what it is on a break shot. Finally missed.
Score for Mr. Blomdahl.
I don't know what Markle will do here. He could double the rail off the red, or he could draw down to the middle of the short rail.
He likes doubling the rail. If he doesn't, then I think he must see some problem with the shot. I think that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, I think he is. Isn't that great control?
You can
length
see
of
why
the
he likes it.
table?
It was almost a 100% full hit on the white ball. There's a very rigorously prescribed sequence of calls that the referee must make. At the end of a player's inning, he says, score for Mr. Blomdahl, and then you repeat the number 4. So the first time is for the scorekeeper, and the second time is for the audience.
This is the same type of shot he missed before. If he's going, oh, he's nice shot. Played that with such good speed.
And if a player fouls, the word foul is not used in this competition. There are 2 kinds of fouls. One in which you actually touch a ball with something other than your cue, and that's called a touche, just like in fencing. Or if you make a double hit, that's called billiards. The referee
I
never
see.
uses the word foul in BWA competition.
I guess he's going to go off the white ball to the... Oh, what is he playing? I can't tell. Doesn't look... I guess there's room to drop in behind the red there.
Yes.
Oh, is that ever nice?
I think he preferred that to the four-railer
I
around the
guess
table
so.
because he could hit it softly with much more control and also not risk a kiss
And on
at
this
all.
new cloth, there's a good backup angle to go for.
Notice every time we take a shot of Blomdahl, while Zanetti's at the table, Blomdahl is not smiling. There's no point at which he's in control when Zanetti is shooting.
Gosh, I would think Marco would go off the red, but he's not going to. Too long. Perfect. Now he's on a run of 3.
When the Gabriel's people were installing these tables, they were demonstrating how well the rails held English after the 4th and even 5th cushion.
Mm-hmm.
They have a new kind of Artemis cushion on the table, and I think they used elephants to stretch the cloth.
Really tight, huh?
It's unbelievable.
I predict he'll play 3 rails instead of 5, and he'll shoot very softly. You like to land so softly you don't get too far away from the ball in which you scored. I think you can drop in here behind the red.
Yes. Well, now you can see why Blomdahl wasn't laughing. He was up a set and had Zanetti 4-0, and now Zanetti's on a run of 5.
Mm-hmm. And he's in very good position for at least 2 more. Still perfect position.
Notice it wasn't even close to missing.
No.
It just came in 100% full on the second ball.
And now he has good shots here off either the white or the red. Here's one where I think he could hit the red really thin and just leave it in the lower right-hand corner.
And drop in behind the white.
A good way to beat Blomdahl is not to give him a shot.
Keep him in the chair.
Just run 15.
Yeah, actually Zanetti really seems in control now. Every
Look at
shot.
that. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's curious too. He has this sidearm stroke.
Yeah, and he has kind of a pokey little warm-up stroke. Now he looked over at the time to see how he's doing.
Well, he's not doing well. He has about 60 seconds left. So as soon as he hits this shot, he'll get another 30 seconds added.
Is he playing a forced follow here or what? Oh, look at that nice shot. How do you like that with another This is a real clinic of ball control. Again, he has shots off either ball.
Yeah, in the past 4 points, I don't think he's been more than a few inches from the first, well, from the second object ball.
See, Blomdahl runs 4 off the break, and now here's Zanetti with on a run of 8. So Zanetti's averaging 8 in this set.
Yeah, he's still wondering if he ought to go off the red. Yeah, because it's so close. He can achieve that fine control. Whereas if he hits the white, it kind of blasts them.
Oh, tough luck.
Blomdahl, I think,
This is tough.
behind for the first time in the match.
He has to pull off a good shot to make this.
I think he can hit thin enough to come in short 4 rails. But he has to do some kiss work because the 2 balls are on a direct line to the corner there.
He might, the way he's lining up, I think he's going to go twice around off the right side of the red. See, that way.
Yeah.
But he's going into the corner. That's not going to work. He started this big pump handle stroke. I thought, man, he's going to slug it. Oh, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave.
If that ball hadn't rolled the last inch, Zanetti would have an easy shot off the red. Oh, maybe he can hit the red. Using high to shorten it up off the second rail. This guy's a player. I happened to be in Austria in 1984 and went to Heinrich Weingartner's room, and the young Marco Zanetti was there taking lessons in straight rail and balkline.
Yeah, in Vienna.
He lives in Bolzano, Italy, which isn't that far from Vienna. Is this reverse around? Oh no, he's going to draw this real long. Watch it spin off the third rail.
Yeah, nice the way he drove the red away, too.
Ten. He has.
This is troublesome. Is he going to drop in behind on the right side of the red?
With the backup?
Yeah.
It's possible.
And off the left side of the white?
Looks like
I think he likes those because he's...
Well, this is not much room for error, though.
They're sort of delicate.
Or is he going to draw it around the other side of the red? Oh,
He tried to.
that's what he tried to do, yeah. Well, this is a simple 5-rail shot. I think he can hit the yellow thin enough to avoid driving it right into the red. Looks like he's hitting it full. Cut it into the corner. Then he won't go long enough. Back to plan A. Oh, he's trying to make it short. I think he got it.
This tournament started a week ago with 144 paid entries. The preliminaries winnowed the field down to 12 survivors who came up against the 20 BWA players.
So there's actually 164.
164 players. It's the largest BWA tournament ever held, and it's believed to be the largest 3-cushion tournament ever held in the United States. in terms of number of entrants.
He didn't take much time when he bent over that shot.
Yeah, he seemed
like it was hopeless or something, but
I don't know how you can give up with Zanetti needing 5.
He has some choices here too.
Took a little peek at the clock. Blomdahl has 100 more seconds in the bank than Zanetti does at this point.
Boy, he's not missing much.
You mean by averaging almost 4?
Yeah. He, see, now any of us would go 4 rails off the white because it brings the white onto this end of the table for a safety. Oh, that's what he's going to do, I think. This is where you have to get a perfect hit. He's hardly using any side spin. I think he made it. Boy, that's some shooting, isn't it? Pick up that ball right on the rail.
Taps the red over into the corner. I wonder if he can make use of it.
This is the type of shot Jaspers likes. He can feather
super thin off the off the white. And then with all that work, you still have to pick up the third rail down at the corner.
Yeah. That's what he's going to try to do, just barely hit the white.
That was a nice hit. That was
How about that?
the touch.
Fabulous play. He only needs 2.
You know, Blomdahl does make spectacular shots, but this degree of control that Zanetti shows and the delicacy of it.
Terrific. Looks like he's going to draw it to shorten it up. You have to hit real hard.
Yeah, you don't want to see any kind of kiss out here. Oh, you almost got it, because with the red in the corner, it would have been easy for Blomdahl.
He waved at Blomdahl to acknowledge that he almost got the kiss and was lucky not to get it.
Well, I'm ready to make book on this one.
I guess there's a teeny chance of a kiss, but he's so close to red he can do whatever he wants with it.
That was really a wonderful game.
3 innings? Is that 3 innings or 4 innings? Wow. You know, Marco was telling me that he's had a hard time practicing in recent weeks because it's been so hot in Bolzano. And he has an apartment in a historic building downtown where to put an air conditioner in the wall, you'd have to go through a wall about 4 foot thick. And to put it in a window, it faces the public square, and you'd have to get city council permission to put an air conditioner.
Yeah, it's funny hearing the concept of too hot, considering that we're in Las Vegas and the temperature here yesterday was 106 degrees. So I don't know what it gets up to in Bolzano.
I was listening to the local weather report on television, and the woman says, well, it's going to be a little cooler today. And I thought, oh, thank God. It should get more than 104.
I was studying the ACCUSTATS video catalog yesterday very carefully. I noticed that there's some commentary in there about various one-pocket matches that they have televised where the weather conditions actually affect the play in the match. If it's humid, for example, it just changes the banking characteristics of the table. So maybe we'll see the day when one-pocket competition takes place on 60-millimeter slates with heated tables.
Yeah. Hey, Cindy. Bringing Marco played superbly.
The referee for this match is Yanni Antoniou, a young player from New York. The players in successive sets, they alternate break. Doesn't matter who won the previous set. So since Marco opened the first set, he also opens the third set.
That's a big advantage because if it's 2-2, Marco will get the opening break.
Yes. Well, of course, he deserves that since he won the opening leg.
He should make this, but it's not the typical shot you get after.
Well, he's very good at these. Watch the control he's got at getting that white, the yellow over to the rail near him.
Look at that spin. It's fun to see the ball spinning like that. That's something new. Although Zanetti did say it's a little bit distracting, but they'd probably get used to it. You bend down to, and your cue ball is covered with big blisters.
Well, I actually found it helpful because you can see the spin of the ball very accurately, so you know how much you're getting and how well it's taking off cushions. I think if the prize fund is big enough, you can get used to anything.
Looks like he's going to draw to make this long.
If I were Blomdahl, I would be worried about my health now.
Well,
I mean, they're tied in sets, but Zanetti is playing really strongly.
I think Zanetti beat Blomdahl in Monte Carlo a month ago. And when I was in Monte Carlo in '98, they had played the opening match and it was 50-50, tie. So Zanetti's beat him plenty of times. Look at Zanetti. He's afraid he was going to get a kiss.
4.
I was talking to both Blomdahl and Zanetti before the match, and they were complaining about all the good young players coming up and that they should be barred from playing.
Score 4. Mr. Zanetti, 4.
He hates to miss that one.
Well, he had no expectation of missing. He didn't even think it was hard.
And he left a nice open position. Look at the faces that Zanetti makes.
I was refereeing one of Vitalis' matches yesterday, and I know enough French to understand the things he was saying after he missed a shot.
He hasn't had much luck in the last couple of years.
1.
Now we'll see if Blomdahl can keep control. At least Zanetti has a 4-2 lead, so it's not quite crucial yet.
Well, remember, Blomdahl's always looking for that 15-ball run. And he likes coming to the table having 0 points.
He missed.
Score 1. Mr. Blomdahl, 1.
In a 15-point set, every miss is a heavy blow to suffer. You might not get back to the table.
Okay, so good position. He can hit either side of either ball. So
yeah.
What are the considerations he would apply in deciding what shot to take here?
Position, I guess. This isn't the shot I thought he would make because he has to.
Avoid the red.
Yeah, and the white has to bank. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. He's hitting it full.
Yeah.
Score 0. Mr. Zanetti, 0.
Do you know this referee?
Yes. Well, we met in the referees course.
Mm-hmm.
He actually played in the preliminary tournament. I understand he's only been playing 3 cushion for 6 months. Very enthusiastic, though.
Is he from the United States?
Yes.
Well, Blomdahl seems to be in a quandary.
I don't think Zanetti is catching some nap here. I think
No, this is mental control he's exercising. Trying to stay in the moment, maybe.
as soon as Blomdahl hit the
Score
yellow,
0.
Zanetti got out of his
Mr.
chair.
0.
He knew it was going to miss. Normally, you'd
Well, excuse me. Go ahead.
yeah, no, go ahead.
I think he'll play this way because the white is so big.
Normally, when one player is averaging over 2 and the other is at 1.35, you figure it would be almost a walkover. But obviously, it's not that way here.
The gentleman just sat down. It looks like Vice President Cheney, but I'm sure it isn't.
That would be something for 3 cushion billiards if we could get members of the administration here.
He'd probably be more interested in the defensive aspects of the game. That's too full.
Score 0.
Well, now they've
Mr.
both missed a
Zanetti,
few in
0.
this set. Blomdahl still only has 1. This is his 4th inning. Blomdahl has 2 endorsers patches on his sleeve.
As does Zanetti,
Yeah, Zanetti sponsored
Longoni,
by
and Simonis.
One.
Now he's on the way. Of course, that's easy for us to say sitting here.
I suppose he'll play this 5 rails off the right side of the yellow.
I was thinking 3 off the left side of the yellow, but
Yeah, he could do that too. That is what he's doing.
2.
the 5 railers are pretty popular when you can get a thin hit on the first ball to avoid driving it all over creation.
Mhm. And you don't have to hit it real hard on these tables either. That's a precision shot. Blomdahl did tell me that he never plays position based on how he will land on the second ball. It's only how you position the first
this
ball.
is ticky. Where is he going? Trying to go
I-
short
I think it's ticky with high English.
because of a huge ball down in
Yeah,
the corner.
he hit it.
3.
Didn't end up too well. I think he'll have to draw.
What, left side of the red, you mean?
Yeah, but he's looking at maybe drawing off the yellow. Oh, here he comes to the left side of the red. Look at that. And rather than that, he's going to draw off the yellow. And the red ball is not really big. He has to hit it right. I think he missed.
Score 3. Mr. Blondell, 3.
Now, do you think there was any defensive consideration there?
I think there might have been.
Yeah. Although he's given Zanetti a
No.
pretty
What Zanetti's looking
yeah,
at here,
long rail
he's
first.
wondering if he
Yeah.
can get by there without hitting the red.
I think he can easily miss the red. I think he's just worried about getting exactly the hit he needs.
He's adjusting his
Yeah,
aim.
the problem is if he misses, he might leave something pretty for Blomdahl.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you
Zero.
imagine missing that
Mr.
shot
Zanetti, 0.
after getting that hit?
Too much English.
I guess he was trying to get a thinner hit so that he could stay away from the immediate contact with the red, and then he got more ball than he intended.
One.
Well, this doesn't look like it's going to be easy. I think he's going to draw off the red. Yep, this was really going to spin.
Score
Not
1.
enough.
Mr.
It
Blondell,
really did
1.
spin. But and it's still spinning. So the timekeeper doesn't even start time until now.
That's interesting.
It's very nerve-wracking what the timekeeper has to do.
You were saying you can't watch the
he's not-
score or the count? Or
He's not
anything?
allowed to watch the cam. He's only supposed to watch for whether the balls are moving or whether they're spinning.
Well, that means a lot of people involved governing this game.
Well, there are 4 referees officiating at this game. Compare that with basketball, where you've got 10 guys running around the court and there are only 2 referees. So what'll happen here is that the time clock is running down on Zanetti. As soon as he hits the ball, the timekeeper will hit the button for Zanetti, and that will stop the timer. But then as soon as the balls come to rest, he has to start the timer again. So it's stop time.
That's good.
1.
Then when the balls come to rest, which isn't yet,
That's beautiful.
now, start time.
He made a beautiful shot there, but didn't get very lucky on the wave.
But if he had missed, the timekeeper would have to start Blomdahl's clock, not
Mhm.
Zanetti's clock. And
That
when there's
takes real concentration.
well,
to
and when
keep
there's
that.
any kind of interruption, for example, there's a dispute over a call, or the player has to wait because someone's in the way at, let's say, the next table,
Mhm.
then the timekeeper has to press a special button that suspends all of the timekeeping. So it's quite nerve-wracking.
Well, to keep this short enough, you probably have to use a little bit of hold-up English. Looks like he's going to hit it hard. Is it a cross table?
I hit it
That's
hard to get
nice,
the
yeah.
angle.
And to get it short out of the
Mhm.
corner. What a nice stroke. Now he's in pretty good shape. Looking at the return off the third rail. He doesn't like the looks of the kiss.
Well, it is sending the red. If he goes,
He'll probably make this. He's hitting it low to shorten it up, and he's hitting the red thin enough to bank it away from the white.
Free.
Yeah, I think that's what all the thought was about.
Mhm.
Exactly how to deal with the red.
Now here's another interesting shot. He can either go this way, something like
Yeah,
that,
that's a popular pattern.
or he likes this too. He's awfully good on this reverse. Because the 5-railer doesn't look right. That's what he's playing though. I wonder if he's playing long or short. Can he get that long enough? No.
Score 3.
He
Mr.
should have
Zanetti,
looked up at the
3.
big screen and saw my suggestion. It's one of
That may violate the rule against assistance.
one of ACCUSTATS' new additions is a huge screen that's hung on the wall, and it projects the same view you're getting now. So people in the audience who don't have the right angle on the shot can look up at the screen and get a better view. Drop in.
Yeah, it's tough. Has to be very precise.
He made
One.
it. Another nice addition is the one camera focused on the scoreboard, so we can see the score and innings at all times. Here is a real tough one. This is one of those positions where you once said, Mike, you love it when Blomdahl has a really tough position because he has to draw on his creativity.
Yes. On this one, I mean, there's several possibilities. One thing he could do is he could go off the red over here and then use draw
Yeah.
to get out. That's one possibility.
He's going to drop in, I think, with running. It looks like he's going to shoot hard. Oh, what precision. That's so hard to judge, and he plays it with such authority. I think he'll play. Oh, can he make this one? Oh, yeah. He's going to spin it, looks like.
3.
That was instructive, the way he hit that real hard. Takes such confidence. Quite a game, 8-7, 5 innings. You have to kind of bet on whoever's at the table.
I would think.
Whoever's at the table is the favorite.
Well, judging on the way they've been playing.
Score 3.
When they miss, it's by a hair.
3.
Well, Zanetti will be happy with this.
Could hardly ask for more.
So as usual, he's studying exactly what to do with the red. The shot itself is easy.
One.
Didn't get very much luck on this
No.
leave. Man, this is horrible. I have no idea what he's going to do.
Walk it down cross table.
Possibly. I guess that's what he's looking at, right-hand English. And spin out of the lower right-hand corner. He has to just barely miss the white off the first rail. Oh, look at that, across table. I wasn't thinking of that.
Yeah. It was based on the hit he had on the first ball. He just didn't have too many options. But it's amazing he was able to control it so precisely. I mean, take the cross table and get a solid, dead solid hit on the second ball. Often on cross tables, you just barely make the count.
Yeah.
Just.
Man, can he hit this thin enough?
You mean to double the rail?
Well, yeah, he could do it double the rail, but that would leave
either that or a 5-railer.
That would leave Blumdahl on the rail if he missed. Well, he's hitting it red full, so that means you have a lot of spin off the third rail, and that's what he's going to do, is draw it over to the left long rail. And looks pretty good. He's going to have a lot of spin, but he got kissed out.
Score 2, Mr. Zanetti, 2.
I would have considered going rail first off the white, but I guess he didn't want to take him off the rail.
Just the concept of a safety against Blumdahl. There's nothing safe against Blumdahl.
Yeah, being on the rail doesn't seem to bother them at all.
Is this up and down?
Yeah, I think he's just playing 3 cushions. You just can judge that kiss.
1.
Nine to 9.
You know, the pace seems so slow, but the averages are huge.
Perfect.
2.
If the yellow went too far, then he just doesn't have an easy shot.
I mean, you want him to take the delicate 3-railer,
Well,
right?
it looks like he is going to play
Coming out of the coming out of the corner.
So he can drop in.
Oh, with speed to shorten it up.
Oh, so he hit it full and then it dove in shorter.
Mm-hmm.
$11 to 9. He needs 4 more. Looks like 5 rails.
Not 3.
5.
Four.
Absolutely perfect.
Last 3.
So the rule is when the player has 3 points left, the referee has to call last 3. But he only calls that twice more because it starts to get aggravating to the player to constantly be reminded that he's 3 points away.
And that he's missing.
So you call it a total of 3 times and not more. Yes, referee needs to run down around there to watch to make sure that Blumdahl doesn't foul. He's hovering over the red ball.
5. Last 2.
Do all the players have to wear French cuffs?
No. They do have to wear formal attire.
I think Zanetti's still worried about that short angle he missed.
He should be at this point.
I don't know if he
Yes,
can.
the trouble here is getting around the yellow without a kiss. So you think he'll take a tiki here?
He looks like he's taking a ticket with slight hold up. I think he missed.
Score 5. Mr. Blomdahl. 5.
It was a wonderful effort. Very nice opening now for Marco.
Now in this position with the score 9-13, do you still give the edge to the player at the table?
That's about an even bet, I think, now. It depends on the position, and he does have a good opening, so it should be at least.
I'm saying it's time for mistake-free billiards at this point. Oh,
perfect. This is crucial how these end up. I can't tell from here what kind of angle he has. He's looking at a bank, I think.
yeah, it's a pretty nice bank because the cross table isn't so sweet here.
No. Hate to have to shoot a tough bank like this at the end.
Yeah, there are even a couple of scoring paths.
This looks like he's going to come up behind it.
Long. Hit
Yeah.
the red first.
Right. 4-rail bank. No.
Score 1.
With the English he had on it, it was off by a quarter of an inch, maybe more. If he
small.
just got a little bit to the left, it would have followed into the white.
Mm-hmm.
Blomdahl had a real spring to his step when he came to the table, and in this situation, needing to.
One.
Yeah, I thought
Yes,
he made it.
the referee was standing right over the ball and saw the hit that Blomdahl missed. I have a feeling that this set and maybe the match turned on that.
Yeah,
on that point.
That could be, and he has a nice outshot here. The only possible way to miss is if the yellow ball banks up into the way. It's out of the way.
Mr. Blomdahl, winner of the set.
So now Blomdahl's 2-1.
Allowed himself a tiny smile, asked for a timeout. That making the little T with the hands is not an authorized BWA symbology, but the rule is that they're allowed a 3-minute break between any pair of sets, not just after the third set. Yes, any time.
Maybe he meant that T rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
It rhymes with B, and that stands for billiards.
Well, now it looks like the referee for the next match is going to be Daryl Stutzman.
Yes.
He's Mr. Billiards of the Northwest United States. 2 years ago, they bought all the tables from this tournament here and installed them in the Tacoma, Washington Elks Club. So they have a real center of billiards up there in Tacoma.
Now, all of the 8 tables that were used in this tournament were all sold in the middle of the preliminary rounds. They were already all sold.
Gee, that's great. And it's mainly to individuals and a couple of rooms.
That's right.
Did anybody buy multiple tables?
I don't know that.
How long can the players stay away from the table?
3 minutes.
And they could do that after every set if they wanted
Yes.
to?
However, they are not allowed to leave during a game. So if they're in the middle of a set, they can't leave.
We are ready for the fourth set. With
The referee, with a pointing his finger, indicated to Blomdahl that he could break. The break is from a set position. The player is not allowed to touch the balls. The U.S. rule used to be you could put the cue ball anywhere within 6 inches along the string line of the other object ball. That's no longer true, and it's not 6 inches. It's farther away now.
Okay, you didn't get the classic leave here. You hit the red slightly too full, but he still has a good shot. Real long angle off that third rail. Now here's one that's not so easy. He's looking at this shot. Or he was. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, the red's a little far from the rail for that to be a really nice shot.
He has to get pretty deep. That's probably not deep enough.
Point to Mr. Blomdahl. 2.
Marco is certainly has to win this set or he's finished. It's not like the old round robins. This knockout format is
Oh, it's rough.
high tension.
Single elimination. You come all the way over from Europe, and lose one match, and you're out.
That's what happened to Sang Lee this year. Of course, he only came from New York.
Well, and he had to face Ceulemans. There's that.
Ceulemans has a pretty good record against Sang Lee in recent years. It seems like Ceulemans almost always wins.
Point 0.
Age 64.
0.
Well, like fine wine, he's aging well. His average is the highest of his lifetime now.
Incredible.
It's poking up around 1.8.
That's what he averaged in the Belgian tournament, which he just won, 40 years after he first won it.
Point 0, Mr. Blomdahl. 0.
Here's a pretty good opening. 10 off the white and come in short on the red.
Yes, the problem being, the thinner he hits it, the more chance there is of a kiss.
Yeah, he is kind of driving the white toward where the yellow has to be.
Yeah. I think a lot of his thought process involves missing kisses.
1.
He made it. Now he has a good 5-railer.
Yeah.
All he has to worry about is getting rid of the red.
Yeah, it's just, the problem is you sort of have to hit it hard, which gives the red a lot of energy.
And you don't want the red just going back and forth straight across the table, because then the chances are great that he'll kiss the yellow out. Oh boy, was that ever close.
2.
He has a chance here of following through, but I guess that's why I'm in the booth and not out there. They almost never do that.
Well, I think that if he can get low enough, you know, he can just go and pull in behind there.
That's almost certainly what he'll do.
He may have to jack up to get that kind of draw, though.
That's what he's going to do. The bouncing.
With the speed, it almost looked like he. Was there any chance he was trying to 5-railer, missed the second ball on the way around?
I don't think so. I think what happened is the ball jumped and bounced and didn't have a normal reaction.
Now, does Blomdahl like the
I'm
double
sure
the long rail there?
I'm sure he will play that.
And double the short rail, I mean. Although the red's pretty far out. For me. For him, it's not so far out.
There is no question. The ball's still spinning. Just checking to see if he could reach that.
Blomdahl's reasonably tall, but he's not massively tall. I'm constantly amazed at the positions he's able to get his body into.
Yeah, he's
the
an
table.
angular, thin
Yes.
guy. Square shoulders. Boy, that's a small target. I wonder if he'll hit this hard enough to get away from the yellow if he misses, if he's even thinking of that. No, he wasn't playing particularly safe.
4-1, Mr. Blomdahl. 1.
I'm surprised he didn't go off the yellow rather than play left-handed.
Now here again, the 5-railer is interfered with by a kiss.
Off the right side of the white?
Yeah, if he goes off the right side of the white, he's sending the white right over to the red. And so he may go off the red.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Just 3 rails, probably shoot pretty good speed. Because the top spin will keep him short. Oh,
Too short.
0, Mr. Zanetti. 0.
Put a lot of speed on that one. Well, he might go for a bank here. Oh, it's cross table off the yellow.
But is it cross table 3 times, or is it drop into the
Look
corner?
at that. He's going to play it. Boy, I would never have expected him to play this shot. He has to first miss the banking right into the red into the yellow. And it stays short. Look at that. Wow. That's why he's the best. Even Coleman says that he's the best 3-cushion player ever.
The Jaspers is giving him a little run for the money
I'll
right
say.
now. But for a sustained period, I'd agree with that.
he
4-1.
gave a little ballet step. Didn't help.
It's still anybody's match, but if body language talks, then Blomdahl's is better than Zanetti's right now.
I think Zanetti has better facial expressions. Zanetti would have been great in old silent movies.
Okay, so what are you doing here? You're going off the left side of the white and drop in, or are you going to try to go very long around
I think
the
he's
table?
going very long because on the monitoring, he's using no English. So it's like 5 rails long. I think he made it. Boy, that's nice. Terrific. I like this shot here because this ball always ends up back up here if you miss. See if that happens. Oh, he's played a little differently. Uh-oh. Let's see, the white does tend to come up here, even though he hit it thinner than I expected. It's a good safety shot. Actually, I think I learned that from Al Gilbert. Wrong rail.
Score 0. Mr. Blomdahl, 0.
On that position, I like the cross table with doubling the rail as the last 3.
Yes. It's easy on these tables to take more rails than you normally would.
Well, this is no picnic. You're up against Blomdahl. He's going off the left side of the yellow. Have to hit this pretty hard to get
No,
it short enough.
that's right out of your book.
Yeah, the diagram I drew shows that the shot makes.
Score 0.
He must not have read the book. Oh, that's the trick, to have the at least 3 rails going into the last ball. Say, has anybody in the booth congratulated you on your Hall of Fame induction yet?
Mr. Arana mentioned that, yes, that just happened
Well,
Saturday night.
I want the people who buy this tape to also know that it was a mere 2 days ago that you were enshrined in history.
Yeah, I'm still fairly exhilarated. Not quite.
One.
Yep. Tough shot.
Can't help feeling that must have had some safety aspects to it also, considering where the yellow ball
Yeah,
is.
he would probably like to leave the yellow there, but he's going to take him off. The yellow may come up here.
Ah, he had it thin enough so it
Yeah.
wouldn't.
It makes it a little harder shot, but
2.
this guy's a super player. The shot here is pretty easy off the red, except for where the red might be.
He can get to the long rail first, off the red?
Yeah. Hitting the red thin, I guess he's afraid it'll end up in one of the paths the cue ball will be taking, unless he plays his 4 rails.
Yes.
Yeah. Boy, that's a nice shot.
3.
It's hard to beat, isn't it? He has such a powerful stroke he can unleash whenever he wants to. That was a very interesting shot selection.
And how about here? Is this
Ticky.
off the right,
Oh,
off the right side of the yellow?
I would play a ticky. I think that's what he's doing. Oh, I was wrong.
Score 3, Mr. Blomdahl.
He really gesticulated on that one. He was throwing his arms up. He couldn't believe it didn't score. Very small target for a bank, but that's almost what he has to go for. And he has to lean over.
Well, I don't think you can hit either ball without creating a time shot.
This is hard to figure because he won't have a free stroke at it. You have to be leaning over.
Oh, it's awful if you have to use a mechanical bridge to take a bank shot.
And you almost never see him use one. So he's just going to lean over.
Actually, he made one like this last night against Sagener. He's really exceptionally good at these.
Look at that. Fabulous. Seven to 4. I suppose he's going to double the rail, but the yellow ball, I mean the white ball is frozen, so it has to be terrifically.
Not cross table?
Yeah, maybe he is going cross. Beautiful. I think he'll make this one pretty easily.
Come in short?
Yeah, this way, and kind of dive in. And
Yeah, you really have to, because of the backup on these tables, you really have to dive short.
very short.
Yeah.
He probably shoot it not very hard because he wants the ball to dive into the corner so it's coming in at a sharper angle. Just like that.
3,
I call that the corner plunge. You plunge into the corner with a curving path.
Now on this one, is this the normal 5-railer, or does he do something delicate off the right side of the red and try to pick up a 3rd rail down here? It's the 5.
Boy, that's going to have to be hit awful hard. He's worried about the red now.
It's okay.
4,
And left him frozen.
Now he's tied it up at 7 to 7. Tough shot. He might play double the long rail off the right side of the red. Now he's going off the
Yeah, go
right
long.
side with.
Yeah.
He's jacking up to draw it a little bit.
But it'll come in behind the white.
Yeah, I think so.
Directly.
5,
That's so good.
There must have been a good reason. He didn't take the easier shot, which is to come in behind. You don't have to draw it as much.
Yeah, maybe there was some kiss consideration or something. Look at the bad luck here with the yellow ball
Well,
stuck
can
on
he-
the rail again.
Can he... can he dive into the corner? Is go down this way and then
Yeah.
dive in like that to come out there?
He's so far away, and he'd have to use right-hand spin. It was tough to
Yeah.
get the right hit.
But otherwise, what about the possibility of a ticky even?
I like a ticky.
Just... Oh,
I think he's doing your first
Yeah.
idea, but he has to worry about banking the red into the white 1 or 2
now, but I
rails.
see left English. Why do I see left English?
Looks like left, yeah. Oh, man, what a
totally different,
beautiful
totally
shot.
different pattern.
Oh,
Oh, no reward.
I thought he had it. But
Look
gee,
at what he left.
that was awfully high to try to get 5 rails, but he very nearly made it.
Well, he knows he's giving up a point or two here. Hopefully not 8.
He made it. Oh, man, look at Zanetti. He collapsed in his chair.
Is the angle right to just come in right behind the yellow?
I guess that's what he's going to do. Just a very delicate hit. Didn't turn out too well. Nine to 8. If he makes 6 more points, Zanetti is out of the tournament, and Blomdahl advances to the final.
And he balked. He's looking for a shot that he's really comfortable with. I mean, there's so many possibilities for him on this. I mean, one of his favorites in this situation is to go off the red and just drop back in here.
I don't know. Oh, he's going to draw off.
Yeah.
Too long, isn't it? Yeah.
Whoops. Fast table.
That's probably why he chose that. It was
It's
a two-way.
Yeah.
This is bad now for Zanetti because the balls are wide open. Pretty good position.
Does he go in behind the red, or does he tick you off the red?
I think he'll draw off the yellow. You know, he's looking at Sang Lee's shot like
Coming in.
+2.
Coming in short,
Off the right side of the yellow.
Yeah. To drop in right at that third diamond.
Oh, he's playing a ticky, I think. Can't tell the angle. Oh no, he went up. See, I couldn't tell how he was cueing that.
It was rail first.
Was it rail first?
Yes, that's so he didn't have to rely on the rail right behind the red.
So then he's actually going to a big red ball. This may be Zanetti's last turn at the table. He'll have to draw off the left side of the white, I would say.
And get no benefit. I mean, have to catch the third rail. You know, they so often look for a way to not have to rely on that third rail right at the ball.
Yeah. I guess that's what he's doing.
No, I don't see draw. I think he's, look at that.
Oh,
the other
wonderful
way.
shot. With speed. Oh, look at the tough leaves. Gee whiz. Right on the gum. They play cross table off the white.
And so the big difficulty here is when you're so close to the rail, the real problem that you get on this is when you get here, there's so much follow that you tend to dive too much.
Right.
And he has to hold it up to get back and he still needs a third rail for the red.
Yes. The only way I see out of that is to shoot quite hard. So
Yeah.
that it gets across the table before it dives.
But if you shoot hard with a lot of follow, you still get the dive.
And then off the second rail, it
Yeah.
might jump the way he's elevating. Oh, wow.
He knew the problem and he knew the solution.
Yeah. That was a clutch shot. Do or die shot. I think 4 rails.
Yeah, off the bottom of the red here.
This way. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He should make it. It's a standard pattern. Oh, wow. He left him fairly tough, but I expect Blumdahl to make this.
Pull it short. Short 3 rail.
I think that's what he's looking at. He also can.
It's pretty short.
Looks like that's what he's doing now. Just draw and come in real close to the corner.
Yeah.
1. Last 3.
He's got 12 to 10. He needs 3. And he almost certainly will make this off the yellow because he's going into a huge red ball.
Last 2.
Lots of shots here. He can double the rail off the red. He can hit thin off the yellow. He can draw back off the left side of the yellow for a short angle. The double the rail is pretty easy.
And what about the standard pattern just off the right side of the red?
That's another one. That's what he's doing.
Well, you got to watch where the red goes.
I'll feather it, probably.
3.
Oh, such confidence.
Match point.
Well, he didn't leave this as easy as possible. You think 4 rails long into the yellow?
Yeah.
Or drop in, cross table, drop in behind the yellow.
Boy, that's a small third rail, but it looks like he's looking off the red. Oh, he's gone real, maybe short. Real short 4 rails, or is he going real long? That should be right in the corner. Yeah.
Oh.
And look what he left.
1 lifetime left for Marco.
He left a very good position for Marco.
And this is a cat whose lives are running out.
They've been playing 2 hours.
That's pretty slow considering that it's only the 3rd set. Oh no, this is the 4th set.
There's this, I guess he was kind of worried about the kiss problem. Going long or short here?
I would think short, but he went long. He went too long, maybe.
That's a tough shot to miss, gee whiz. He'll think about that tonight. It's not an easy position here, though. I have no idea what he'll play.
Do you think he can go off the top side of the yellow here? 1, 2,
Yeah, he might be
3
able
or
to.
4 in there.
You'll have to judge a curve.
He was looking at it in there. Or is he looking at going rail first? Rail first off the red to here to get very short and then drop in.
Well, he's so full on the red, I don't think he could do that. If the yellow ball, I mean, if his cue ball were a couple feet from the side rail, that would be a good shot. But I don't think from where he is. Rail first, looks like.
Well, it's tough to come short on that. Look at that. He deserves the win for this, if he makes it. No, it's so tough. You always want to come long on that after the rail.
Well, if you use no English, it helps.
Now, do you suspect a little defensive work on that too?
Absolutely. I think that's one reason he chose that, because he knew the yellow would stay down there. I don't think a cross table is possible.
Is anything possible?
That's what he's shooting though.
Oh. Now look, a few times guys have kissed into a time shot like that.
The way the red ended up, it's not too easy of a shot. But he'll probably play cross table off the yellow.
When I say guys, by the way, only men are in the finals, the final round. But there were 2 women who played in the preliminaries of this tournament. Carol Jin from New York, who I think plays out of Sang Lee's room, and Jeanette Lee.
Yeah, that's a...
Who's taken up 3 cushions with a passion.
Watch the power. He'll just keep going across the table until he finally makes it. He missed it though.
4-0, Mr. Blomdahl, 0.
This is lifetime 10 of the cat who had 9.
Well, Blomdahl is not happy.
Well, I can see
about
because
missing.
if Zanetti can hold up the yellow ball enough to get in behind the white. That was an old Willie Hoppy dead ball shot there.
Yeah, his ability to make this shot, he claimed was enabled him to win a couple titles.
Oh, he held it up too much. And it's now...
I think it's curtains.
Well,
there's no big ball, but they're all open. I think he'll go off the left side of the yellow. Marco will be lucky to get another shot. 14-10, and he's holding his head as if it's about to explode.
Yeah, it's interesting. Body language told the story of the match. Zanetti played well, never got comfortable.
No,
and Blomdahl was never overjoyed, but he was always confident.
He always had a very confident manner. Yes. Well, it's another one for the record books and history books.
Yeah, Blomdahl will move on this afternoon, this evening, to meet the winner of the Jaspers-Carlsen match.
So, this is Bob Byrne and Mike Shamos saying goodbye for ACCUSTATS, and we'll see you on another tape. So long, Mike.
Goodbye, Bob.